Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hand. And, well, today we're going to go over ranked battles and the road to the illustrious rank 1, which we managed to complete last night. Some of you may have seen, have posted on a couple of the social media outlets such as Facebook and on my Discord channel. But we finally made it. We played the crap out of it the first day it was released, but I'm moving home, so I've been busy packing and didn't really get a chance to get past rank 5. And I just want to give a couple of tips to players that haven't made it to rank 1 yet. Basically, I started off, as you can see, sort of rank 5, win, loss, win, 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 loss, win, loss. And basically, I noticed 2 guys consistently doing well, both when they were playing with me and when they were playing against me. Big shout out to Papa Khan and Mr. M-Rod. Basically, what I'd done whilst we were after the matches, I was like, alright, I noticed that guy's doing quite good. I'm going to send him a division invite. So I sent Papa Khan a division invite first. He joined in, and M-Rod done a brilliant thing. Obviously, we weren't communicating in-game. I think we were both in parties at the time. And he sent a message just after he died mid-match. He's, just defend B. Just defend B. We've got this. So we invited M-Rod in as well. And we went on a absolutely colossal winning streak. I think we won the last 8 matches on the bounce. So as you've seen in that previous clip. So yeah, so the division's powerful, and you know, if you notice a couple of other players also doing quite well. You see, I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I'm not the greatest player in the world by any means. I have my bad games. Someone who watches my YouTube managed to actually send me a message saying, well, that match isn't going up on your YouTube, is it? So, yeah, but I'm above average, let's say that. But I noticed a couple of these other guys that were also doing really well. Unfortunately, not many of the people I usually play with were on, and the ones that were on hadn't quite made it to rank 5 yet. So there's that level of separation. And I really wanted to push for it. I really wanted to get rank 1 because Chris and a couple of the other regular subscribers, watchers, and people I play with would take great pleasure in taking the mick out of me if I didn't get it. So yeah. Pay attention to your team. Notice the people that are sort of pinging sort of attack notifications and, you know, giving general directions. You know, good or bad, if they're doing that, they're trying to win. They're making the effort. They want the fire to be focused. So I thought we'd cover the very last match, the one where we finally got it. And unfortunately, Papa Khan, 2 matches before this, that was his final battle. We got him to rank 1 first, so it was just me and M-Rod. I had invited another player in that messaged us in the battles about setting up a division, but he had to go and make food for his kids. So I think his name was Jackson Jack. So sorry about that. Sorry you missed out, but we would have got you in. And hopefully would have got you another win and got you one step closer. So as you can see, the destroyers are key, and both M-Rod and Papa Khan were playing their destroyers properly. They were both pushing up, both being aggressive, always getting that B cap, which allowed me to sit back and dish out the damage to the enemy battleships and enemy cruisers. One thing I'll note I don't know if I'd do it so much in this match because, well, we were dominating the centre from the start. But even with a battleship, even with your AP loaded, if the destroyers are spotted, shoot at them. See, if you can see, I'm looking. There's a destroyer available. Shoot at it. You hit it. You do 2,000 damage. You know, yeah, Christ, you can do 500 damage and make the difference. Because how often do you see a destroyer limping away with, you know, less than a fifth of its health? So you can make all that difference in your battleship. So we're taking shots at the Graf Spee. The Graf Spee, in all fairness, I don't think it's the right ship for ranked battles. We've done a couple of videos about my picks for battleships and my picks for cruisers. I've never done a destroyer one because I don't play destroyers enough. I think the T-61's really good. The Mahan is fantastic for killing other destroyers at early game. A Mahan can make a massive difference. The Gaid does quite well. Obviously, the Fubuki's good for spotting and for torping, but with its limited guns, if you get stuck in an engagement, you're probably not going to come out of that alive. So that's something to sort of take note of. You know, the Fubuki, obviously, you've got a massive advantage when it comes to just battleships, but you've got to make it to that point. As you can see, we're looking for shots on the destroyers. If we can shoot and hit and damage a destroyer, do it. I'm not going to get a 30,000 damage salvo, but it is key to the game. It will make a massive difference. I am looking forward to hoping that Wargaming do bring out aircraft carriers, so we get some sort of counter. Nothing against destroyer players. There's plenty of really good ones out there, but the current meta of the game, where, you know, destroyers do have a distinct advantage. You see it in the game. You know, how many times have you seen 4, 5 destroyers in a match in standard battles? Hell, I've seen 5 in ranked. So yeah, they do have a bit of an advantage. And aircraft carriers counter that. They keep them spotted, so it'll sort of reel them back in a little. But like I said, no hate on destroyers. Like, well done to you guys. Like, you know, I've come across a lot of fantastic destroyer players. It's just, personally, I prefer the battleships and the cruisers, and you sneaky little buggers need something to counter you besides besides other destroyers. So, and yeah, see, we fired a shot there, and we got the kill on that Mahan, and giving Emrod a bit of breathing room because he was engaged in a battle with him. You know, yes, Emrod probably would have killed him. I'm 97% sure that Emrod would have finished him off as we pick up our high caliber award there. But giving him that extra bit of time, you know, maybe that Graf Spee would have come out if he was spotted and had to fire another salvo. So, you know, kill stealing will probably be mentioned. It's not kill stealing, especially in something competitive like ranked. It's a strategic advantage, taking out the enemy ships. A destroyer with 10 hit points, a destroyer with 1 hit point can still wipe out a battleship with a single salvo. And as you can see, we've pretty much dominated this entire match. I've pulled out quite not an insignificant amount of damage, but our destroyers, you know, pushing A, working together, along with everyone else firing at the destroyers, has really helped us in this match. We've and it's kept their battleships concealed. If you noticed, I'm not 100% sure, I missed the name there. I think that might have been a Normandy, or is it? I know there's a Warspite up there. There's the Warspite. They've been, and the Graf Spee, they've all been stuck. They've all had to hide behind that rock, which has taken them out of the game. Our destroyers haven't had any hassle in the middle because they got rid of their destroyers. They're unspotted. They're not going to push, and this is the tactic we basically used on our really nice win streak. Was destroyers get forward, get rid of the destroyer threat, and that just forces the enemies to stay back. There's nothing they can do, and game after game after game, this strategy just kept us winning. So I hope this has been informative. I hope you've learnt a bit. Again, I just want to give a really big shout out to Emrod and to Papa Khan for accepting my impromptu divisions requests. It was kind of funny. Obviously, if you've seen my YouTube channel, it's been growing really well. And when Emrod joined the division, he was like, "Hey, I recognise that voice. Don't you make YouTube videos?" Which was nice for me. Also, some big announcements. We've hit 10,000 video views, which I find unbelievable. I can't believe so many people have paid attention for at least 30 seconds to what I've got to say for so long. And we've surpassed 200 subscribers. I think we're on like 238 now at the time of making this video, which is massive for me. A big thank you to you all. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, good luck out there, and until next time, take care.